Chapter 439. Burton fell to the ground as soon as Alan kicked him in the stomach. He could only hold on to his stomach as his face flushed red from the pain. However, he did not dare to say anything anymore. Burton simply stood up quietly before he stood behind Alan once more without saying anything anymore. At this time, Alex glanced at Burton once again. Alex felt as though he could see a shadow of his former self in Burton. He was despised, looked down upon, and even humiliated by others, but he could only choose to bear it and stay hidden as he waited quietly for his chance to rise. Just then, Olivia nudged Alan before she said, "My dear, don't get angry because of a piece of trash and a worthless bastard child. Let's go in and check out the expo now." Alan nodded immediately. Alex was simply a piece of trash to him, and Burton was just a bastard child in his eyes. Even if he had already suffered a huge loss because of Alex, he really did not think that Alex was a great or incredible person at all. However, Alan was still waiting for an opportunity to retaliate against Alex and relieve all his hatred. For his part, Alex could not be bothered to continue arguing with this group of people. After all, the only reason why he had come to the Japanese Medicine Expo was simply because of the 500-year-old purple ginseng. As for Sean and Alan, if they continued to taunt him and act as though they could deal with him, he would definitely take his time to deal with them slowly. After Sean, Alan, and the others had walked away, Paisel shook his head before he sighed and said, "This Sean is really too self-conceited." Matthew also chimed in and said, "Mr. Anderson, Dr. Billy, why don't we go into the hall as well? Don't let those people ruin or affect our mood today." Alex smiled as he said, "Of course. Don't worry, I will not be affected because of a bunch of clowns." The few of them walked into the center of the exhibition hall and saw that there were various exhibition counters for all sorts of different Japanese medicinal herbs and materials. There were many different medicinal herbs and materials on display. Matthew quickly invited Alex to check out his booth. The Lane family was worthy of being recognized as a medicinal herb and material dealer for a history of over a century. Their booth had more than a dozen display cabinets, and a variety of medicinal herbs and materials filled the countertops. Matthew told Alex, "Mr. Anderson, if there are any medicinal herbs and materials that you need, please do not hesitate to let me know. I will give it to you immediately." Alex nodded before he said, "After getting my hands on the 500-year-old purple ginseng, I will be able to concoct a new medication. I will tell you what kind of herbs and materials I will need at that time." Matthew replied immediately, "No problem, Mr. Anderson. If you have any requests, just say the word, and I will definitely do my best to get anything done for you." Alex continued looking around the exhibition hall, but he did not see any medicinal herbs or material worthy of his attention. This made him feel somewhat disappointed. It seemed as though most of the medicine and herbs here could only be regarded as ordinary goods. There was nothing special about it at all. After walking around for a short while, it was almost time for the auction. Thus, Alex headed straight for the auction hall with Matthew and Paisel. The entire auction hall accommodated a few thousand seats, and it was a very large and spacious area. There was a transparent booth with glass on all sides set up at the front of the auction hall, and the 500-year-old purple ginseng sat in the center of the booth. Alex was extremely delighted when he saw the purple ginseng. He could immediately perceive the strong medicinal power and properties of the purple ginseng. According to his knowledge and eyesight, even though it was said that this purple ginseng was 500 years old, it was in fact almost 600 years old. And the quality of this purple ginseng was even better than what he had imagined.